Hey everybody, this is Collector Dude. I'm going to do a preview of January for March. I'm a little behind on this one. This is some of this stuff is out already, like I said, but I still love going through these things. This is going to show everything that's supposed to be out in March this month. But very cool. King in Black number 5. It's on number 4 right now. What's a god to a non-believer? That's the cover for that one. And we got Ultraman, The Trials of Ultraman number 1. Love the artwork, Arthur Adams. Very cool. Now we have Venom here. I'm loving this King in Black storyline. There's so much new stuff coming out though. They keep coming out with new stuff, so it's like you get done with one awesome story and you move on to the next one. Here's the main cover here. That's really cool. Then you got a variant down here. Wow. Covered by Superlog. Alright, this is Venom number 34. This is it. After a pulse-pounding race to the finish, Venom number 34 stands in this as the series' final tie-in to the King in Black epic. But is this issue also the end of the Venom symbiote as we know it? From Maestros Donny Cates, Ivan Coelho, and Jesus Urbatov, this one sets the stage for Venom number 200 and everything that follows. Cool. Like I said, I'm loving it. Awesome story. You can make almost any character really cool if you got a good writer and everything, the way to do it. Like Jack Kirby, when he came over to do DC stuff, he said, I read where in by Tomorrow's Publishing, where he said he wanted the titles that nobody was working on or nobody really, that they didn't have anything for, because he didn't want to kick anybody else off a book because he was coming to DC. So they put him on Black Panther, or not Black Panther, but they put him on Jimmy Olsen's The Pile of Superman, stuff like different things like that, and he really made them sell. So I thought that was really cool how he did stuff like that. This book right here is out right now. King in Black, I have it because I have it in my collection because I'm reading everything and all the tie-ins to King in Black. That's the main cover here, and there's a variant by Peach Momoko. Wiccan and Hawkling number 1. No time to celebrate. Wiccan and Hawkling are freshly off the marriage altar and overdue for a proper celebration. So when the Shi'ar invite them for an all-expenses-paid vacation at their glitziest beach resort, you know Wiccan's already got their bags packed. But they'll have to hold the champagne because Null and his symbiote army are expanding across the galaxy. Wow. Tim Howard and Lucio Vecchio give everyone's favorite Young Avengers a honeymoon to die for. Wow. Okay. Now we got King in Black. More. This is number 505. So it's the last book. What's a god to a non-believer? Ooh. And I saw that in the order pack, there was a lot of different versions of this cover and everything. So, and there's a lot of versions for, I think, the last issue of Venom as well. Or, yeah, see, you can see down here all the different versions, all the different covers and stuff. So, I don't get them all. I just get the one. I like Ryan Stegman's artwork, so I get that. But maybe later on, if I find other ones at half-price books or something, I'll buy all of them and put them in my box for King in Black. But there's still a lot of titles to go. This one's King in Black. This is Ghost Rider. Look how cool that is. Ghost Rider, number 1. Then we got a variant cover down there. That's cool. The War for Hell's Throne meets the King in Black. All Ghost Rider wants to destroy is to destroy Mephisto, round up an army of escaped demons, and secure his seat on the throne of hell. Is that so much to ask? But now a dark god from space has shown up to throw the world into chaos, and some of Johnny's old friends have come to ask for his help. It may take everything they've got to stop this madness, maybe even the devil himself. I wonder how Null will work against the Void here. the darkness and everything like that, if he can control that, if he can control Ghost Rider and everything, and what he'll do with Mephisto, because he's supposed to be dark as well. So what will happen with that? More King in Black here. Spider-Man. King in Black Spider-Man number 1. All webbed up with no place to go. Wow. Okay, with that one. This one's out. I got this one to add to my reading to read pile. Venom versus Carnage number 3 of 3. Amp versus Amp. Symbiote versus Symbiote. Friend versus Friend. Unwillingly pulled into her bandmate Gwen Stacy's interdimensional adventures in the Marvel Universe, Mary Jane Watson of Earth 65 has bonded to a symbiote and become a new and deadly iteration of Carnage. As dragons rain from the sky and New York itself finds itself on the precipice of the abyss, it's up to Gwen Stacy to rid MJ of the symbiotic spiders that have infected her and get them both back home, while saving any civilians MJ endangers along the way. Wow, cool. That's a wild face. Now we got Scream, King in Black number 1. There's a variant down there. Stormbreaker's variant. Scream returns. Andy Benton has faced other symbiotes before, but never has she faced the power and might of Null himself. Does Scream have what it takes to put a dent in Null's symbiotic armor? Or is this the end for Scream? Wow, that's a cool cover. Now we got King in Black Thunderbolts number 3 of 3. I got this one too. There's a variant. I'm not sure, that's the main cover there. I'm not sure if they had a variant. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I saw this. I remember seeing this now. More cartoony like. Let's see. The explosive finale. What are the Thunderbolts doing with the Sentry's body? Oh no. Really? That's the plan? Well, as long as everything comes out all right in the end. Wait, that's how it ends? Yikes. Wow. Now we got King in Black, Namor number 505. Hey, Kurt Busiek's writing it. Did he write the other ones? I'm not sure. I think he did. I have to check them and see, but I love Kurt Busiek's writing. I can't wait till they come back with Astro City again. That's a cool cover there. See, we got the grand finale. As the dark tide threatens Atlantis, Namor, Atuma, and Dorma make a desperate, dangerous attempt to save the undersea world. But even if they can manage it, it'll come at a great cost. Learn the fate of Atlantis, of Atuma, of the dark tide, and the future of the dark tide as well. What will come out of the King in Black for Namor and Atlantis? Watch it unfold here. Okay. That's cool. Now we got this one here, King in Black. Return of the Valkyries, number 4 of 4. Then we got a variant here. That's cool. Let's see, The Last Ride of the Valkyries. Broomhilda, Jane Foster, Danny Moonstar, Hildegard, and the mysterious stranger who's worn the title longer than any of them. The Valkyries are united, and at last they have a plan, but so does the King in Black. Every soul in existence is at stake, including the Valkyries' own. There's a lot of stories. Wow, there's a lot of stories. And all the book and all the tie-ins and everything. Wow, I'm buying every single one of them. King in Black, Planet of the Symbiotes, number 3 of 3. That's a cool cover. A dark shadow looms over Cloak and Dagger. Plus, the return of Toxin. Hey. And it's a symbiote, so he's got to come back. Savage Avengers number 19. That's a cool cover. Let's see what we got. Conan's heist of the Hellfire Club goes awry when the mutants hire his sword to help free Storm and Cyclops from Null. Join us for some March Madness starring Conan, Deadpool, and the Marauders. Now we got King in Black Fantastic Four. Wow, cover there. Fantastic Four number 30. The 2-in-1 Terrors. Marvel's first family are divided and at each other's throats. As the Earth-ending threat of the King in Black rages on, half of the Fantastic Four are nullified and out to destroy their remaining friends and family. If that weren't enough, an ancient force has reemerged in the multiverse. Who or what is the reckoning? Man, they keep coming up with different stuff. It's like they have to coordinate this. Each writer has to coordinate with what's going on so they see what's the main story is doing, and then they keep it going. It's just really cool how they do this. This is King in Black. This is the one story that's kind of wild. I'm wondering, like with Spider-Man, is this the black symbiote before it became Venom? I'm reading the story, but I didn't see that. I got to look at it again and see where I'm at, because I don't remember it. Or is that just a black suit? Because then you got the Spider-Man coming in, so they're tying all these different stories together, and I'm trying to follow along, and I think I'm missing something with this one. So here's Symbiote Spider-Man, King in Black number 505. The collision course with the King in Black comes to a space-shattering conclusion. Wow. The God King of the symbiotes has made his presence known across space and time. Will the assembled heroes of Marvel's yesteryear be enough to stave off his suffocating darkness, or will every corner of the Marvel Universe fall to the King in Black? So I'm thinking this must have been when he was had the Venom symbiote suit, because I'm reading it, but I must have missed something. You read stuff like there's so many titles. I'm gonna have to go back and see when this timeline is. And check and read through it and see when it started and say what year it is or something like that. Because if he's going through space and time and everything, and he's attacking Peter when he had the suit, the Venom suit before Venom, that's pretty wild. So here we go with this one. Here's another King in Black. Wow, he's burning him. Sword. Number 4. Al Ewing. Okay, Krakoa. We have a problem. The mutants are dying. Their island is dying. Earth itself is dying. All hope for humanity as a species lies in Protocol 5. Protocol 5 isn't going to work. Wow. Or Protocol V. Like victory or something like that. Wow, man. Look at this. Beta Ray Bill. Number 1 of 5. Got different covers and everything. That's a cool cover. Sketch variant. That's cool. Ryan Steckman. From the pages of Donny Cates' Thor and spinning out of the events of King in Black, the second most famous welder of Mjolnir, the right-hand man to the God of Thunder, and now a warrior without his best weapon, Beta Ray Bill is tired of playing second fiddle to Thor, and with Bill's famous hammer, Stormbreaker, recently destroyed at the new All-Father's hands, tensions are higher than ever. The Corbinite must strike out in search of a new weapon and a new destiny, assuming he can first detect a nullified Fin Fang Foom. Okay. Writer-artist Daniel Warren Johnson and colorist Mike Spicer take Beta Ray Bill on a journey beyond the shadow of a god. Plus, this oversized first issue contains an exclusive conversation between Johnson and Beta Ray Bill's creator, the legendary Walter Simonson. Now that's cool. And here's more. The artwork is going to be a little more cartoony, or just a little different there. Now we're done with King in Black. We're on to a more cartoony thing of Thor and Loki. Double Trouble, number 1 of 4. More cartoony stuff here. Interior art from issue 1. That's a cover there. And there's another cover here. They're brothers, gods and sons of Odin, but Thor and Loki just don't get along, especially since Loki keeps tricking Thor into doing things that will get him in trouble. Even so, when Loki dares Thor to steal a powerful relic from Odin's vault, how can the God of Thunder say nay? The fan favorite team that brought you Spider-Man and Venom, Double Trouble, returns. Okay. This has looked really interesting. Like I said, my girlfriend Janet, she loves aliens, and I'm thinking, look at this. This one's, the way this is drawn here, it moves like a tongue, like Venom. Before, I thought it just came out straight, and it didn't bend at all, like you could break it or something. But this one, it curves and everything, so that makes it be more deadlier. It seems like scary looking thing. Wow. And all the different covers here. Man, oh man. There's a lot of variants too. All the different artists wanting to get in there. They got them all. Everybody's getting paid. The iconic cinematic terror makes its Marvel debut. Look at the box down there. That's cool. Gabriel Cruz gave his life to Weyland Yutani. In the case of an alien attack, he barely survived. In the case of an alien attack, he barely survived. Almost literally. Recently retired, Cruz is trying to patch things up with his abandoned son with the help of his friend, a Bishop model android. But his re-entry into civilian life is not going smoothly, and his encounters with the deadly xenomorph are far from over. Philip Kennedy Johnson and Salvador LaRocca team up to tell an all-new tale of the titan of horror and science fiction that has scared audiences for decades. No one is safe, no one is innocent, and no one can hear you scream. Wow. That's going to be interesting. How many people are going to be picking that up? I like to get number 1 issue, so I'll pick up the number 1 issue to see what's going on and everything. So you gotta like aliens though. If you don't like it, I know I don't usually watch them and everything. I watch some of them, like Janet likes to watch them and everything, but I don't usually like to watch this stuff like this. So, but I haven't even seen the latest Aliens movie, but I collect them for Janet. It's just too freaky for me. Let's see. But some of it's pretty cool. I like when they fight. Usually when I like to watch it, it's when they're fighting the Predator. Because it's just really cool. I like the Predators better than these, because these things are just really creepy. When you see them, you're like, ugh. You see these things walking around. Like that movie, The Thing, with Kurt Russell in it. That thing walked around, it was just disgusting. It was like, ugh, man. These things are terrifying. Wow. So now we got Black Knight, Curse of the Ebony Blade, number 1 of 5. All the different covers. And Peach Momoko's in there again. Todd Nuck, Ron Lim. Wow. That's a cool cover there. I think that's Peach. Yep. Starting to recognize the artwork and everything. This looks like Ron Lim here. Yeah, that is. This main cover here. Very cool. The greatest knight of them all rides again. Dane Whitman is the Black Knight and wielder of the magical Ebony Blade, but the blade's power comes at a terrible price. Dane forever bears the burden of its curse, an insatiable lust for blood and mayhem that constantly threatens to swallow its owner in darkness. Must that be Dane's fate? Following the battle against the King in Black, a reinvigorated Dane has a greater sense of purpose than ever before. But his sword is the key to a new enemy's evil plan, and only the Black Knight can prevent the coming death and destruction. This conflict spanning mythical Camelot to modern-day NYC will test Dane like never before and challenge everything he believes about himself, the Ebony Blade, and the entire history of the Black Knight, guest starring the Avengers. That looks interesting. Like I said, it's a #1, so I can like to try that out. But they come out with so many #1s, but like you're when you get to the register, you're like, how much did you say that was? That's why it's good. Keep a calculator with you, or just like round up. Like if it's a $4.99 book, $5, and then maybe add some tax there, like you do. Okay, The Trials of Ultraman, #1 of 5. Wow, another one. Arthur Adams. Look at these covers, man. Arthur, that is cool. And then Peach, this is cool too. And then you got, who is this one? Francesco Mana. And you got Arthur with another one here. That is cool. Ultraman narrowly averted a catastrophe decades in the making. The world was saved, but also forever changed. Now comes the consequences. Much of the populace regard the defenders with suspicion. Enemies hide in plain sight, and even those closest to Shin Hayata don't necessarily have faith in the Giant of Light. But at last, a long-thought-lost comrade has mysteriously arrived. That's a good thing, right? The rise is over. The training wheels are off, and the stakes have never been higher. The trials of Ultraman begin here. Okay, cool. I've watched the little special, the big special that they have on Netflix. It's not bad. The cartoon, it's pretty good. I like it. It shows like a kid who his father was the first Ultraman, and he's older. Now he's going to have to take the mantle, and he becomes Ultraman, but he's getting trained, and he's got somebody that doesn't really like him, and I think they're like arguing with each other who's the better. Everything. The guy's older than him, everything, but they're working it out, and it's a really good story. It's so, like I said, there's so much stuff to watch. I'm still watching. I got to get WandaVision and The Mandalorian and everything finished. So it's just so much to watch. It's so cool. Plus, Super Dinosaur. I've been trying to finish that as well. I love. There's so many different shows. It's cool though. Like I said, you'll never be bored. Carnage again. Black, White, and Blood. #1 of 4. Wow. And here we go with this. There's another cover here. He is going to be terrifying on the screen. I can see that. Just knowing what he looks like in the comic books and seeing what the characters were in the Venom, what they look like in Venom, the movie and everything, and wow. He's got stuff you've never seen. He's got weapons you've never seen. So you'd think what Carnage has. If he's anything like the other character, the bad guy in Venom and everything, what's Carnage going to be like? And in the comic book, he's a little piece of Venom, and he gets on to Cletus. So how are they going to come up with this guy? Is it going to be done by obviously the other movie group that made Venom? So they're going to make him different. He's got a different origin. Whatever it is, it's going to be terrifying. It's going to be scary. It's like, wow. Let's see. Carnage rules. Witness the cerebral chaos caused by Carnage, brought to life by some of the greatest creators at Marvel. But beware, true believers. True to their titular character's namesake, these spine-chilling tales are not for the faint of heart, and presented in black, white, and blood. Man. So is this going to be like a black label or something kind of like DC? Parental advisory. Yeah, there it is. That's digital, but does it say parental? Yeah, parental advisory down here. Wow. Now we got Silk #1 of 5. Oh, they're coming up with all these different variant covers. Wow. That's a cool one there. Ye Young Lee. This one's Na Young Woo. That's cool. Bengal. And this one here. That's cool. By day, Cindy Moon is an intrepid reporter for the upstart new media empire, Threats and Menaces, under her old boss, J. Jonah Jameson. By night, she's Silk, crime-fighting superhero, but those worlds are about to collide as an investigation into a series of gangland murders puts Silk and everyone she loves in danger. Who is this powerful new player in New York's underworld? Where did she come from? And what is she doing with that strange cat demon? Uh-oh. It will take all of Cindy's prowess as reporter and hero to find the answers and stay alive. Written by Maureen Gu and drawn by Takeshi Miyazawa. Cindy is on assignment and nothing can stop her. Sounds interesting. All like the early stories, when you read them and everything, they sound interesting. Everything. Then you get it and you go, okay, I don't know if I like this or not, but we shall see. Now look at this one. Captain America Anniversary Tribute Number 1. Look at all the people working on it. Wow. And this is what's cool. When I saw this, I got to make sure I get this. Look at that artwork. Alex Ross paints another one from the very page. Like, you look at it and you see, like he did with the book that I showed you from some of his artwork. He'll take Jack Kirby's artwork and repaint it. And that's what he did here. This is so cool. Wow. And here's the cover over here of the book. I'd have liked to have seen him doing the cover as well, but he can't draw everything. It's like, wow. That's cool. The face looks kind of weird, though. Looks like he's all ripped up or something like that. I thought it was almost like a zombie variant at first, and then I had to look at it more clear. Then we got here, Captain America celebrates 80 years of battling tyranny this month. And what better way to celebrate than by having a cadre of Marvel's best artists redraw and modernize Captain America's origin and the debut of the Red Skull from Captain America Comics number 1, as well as Cap's return in the Marvel Age from Avengers number 4. The legendary stories that changed the course of comic book history are presented in an all-new way for the current generation of Marvel fans. This is cool right here. That'd even be cool as a poster. Wow, man. Just the colors. Look at the coloring. Wow. This one's out right now, I think, too. Avengers Mech Strike number 2 of 5. The artwork is beautiful as well. I didn't pick it up because I had so many other books, but I think I'm going to go back and get this because the artwork just looked good. And have you been picking this up? Avengers Mech Strike. I got the first one and I got to read it. But I really like the artwork. There's so many King and Black books that I picked up. I didn't pick up this one. It's like, and there's so many number 1s that came out this past week. And this was one of them. This is number 2, though. But there's so many different comic books that came out, I had to cut it short. But this will be the last one I read on this one. The Biomechanoid menace is growing exponentially, and the only line of defense for the Earth, the Avengers. While the team scrambles to fight biomechanoids across the globe with the aid of their new mech suits, Iron Man and Black Panther try desperately to uncover the hidden enemy behind this new global crisis. But when they do, they realize that the threat is far greater than they had previously imagined, and the fate of the Earth hangs in the balance. Wow. Like I said, the artwork looked really cool in this, and the first book was really, it looked good, so I picked it up. So I flipped through this one, and I wanted to get it, but I was like, I forgot how much the bill was. You know, like I said, you go up to the register and like, wait, how much was that again? So, but that is so cool. That looks cool. But let me know what you think about this. This will be part 1, and I'll start another one soon to get it up there on so you can listen to it as well. But thank you very much for watching, you guys. You have a great day, and Collector Dude is out.